What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Aslan Crypto here with Counter Trend Capital. And oh my goodness, what a pump, guys. What a pump. If you remember in the last video, we were on these areas and we were looking for a long. I was hoping for lower to long, but I mentioned that this value area high right here might be a big bounce point because there's a lot of volume right here, and it turns out that's exactly what happened, and boom, up only. So I hope you guys were long Bitcoin, or at least some altcoins, and yeah, great trade, great prediction. And we were looking, if you remember, on Twitter we literally posted when Bitcoin's price was right here, literally caught the exact bottom. We said, hey, we're long right here, and boom, what is this percentage move? 25% move up. That's why it's really important that you guys are following us on Twitter, notifications on, because if you're not in the group, Twitter is where we'll at least update our more macro thesis. But if you want to hop in the Discord, we'll post the exact signals for you on long and short. But that brings me to the point of this video is I want you guys not to FOMO right now. There is a bearish possibility. If you're on Twitter, you saw it first. But obviously we have 5 waves up here. So there's two kind of things that I'm looking at here. This could either be very bullish or pretty bearish. And so the invalidation would obviously be this high, right? So we have 5 waves up. Now that could be a wave 1, and then this is a wave 2, and then this is a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we just keep absolutely mooning upwards, right? And RSI is obviously the highest right here, so this could potentially be a wave 3 of some sorts that continues and continues, and we would probably need to break this RSI pivot again to continue the bullishness. But the reason that I'm making this video is because there's also a very bearish scenario, and I don't want you guys to get caught off guard if that ends up playing out. And so that scenario is that this is an A, B, and then a C right here. And then that means, for you guys who aren't as familiar with Elliott wave theory, that means that this move down is either some sort of leading or a W. Then this move up is a corrective for a B wave or an X wave. And then we're going to get a big move down, breaking this W or A or 1 low. And, this could be really bearish. If it is a W and then this is an X, then this would be a Y. And we would definitely want to look for longs down here. And we would get our fib pivot like this. Boom, boom. If this is the top right here, it might throw one more high, just be aware of that. But if this is the fib pivot, then we have this 100% a swing failure of these lows with a weekly naked point of control. Then we have a monthly naked point of control slightly below that, and we have the 1.23 right here with another weekly naked point of control. We also have the 1.618 with 2 matching daily naked point of controls. So this scenario, if it plays out, I would probably look to long in these areas. But the main scenario to catch right now, obviously, is we are wanting to catch this short down. And so theoretically, the setup would be something like this, where your stop is at the high, and then your TP is as soon as we break these lows, about a 5R on that trade, right? Which would be awesome. If we somehow make another high, right? Like I had the possibility of potentially labeling this let's say 1, 2, this is a wave 3, 4, 5, throw one more high on like Monday's trading session, or even Sunday CME open, hit the 1.23 fib and then go down. If that's a possibility, I mean, that R&R would be amazing, 16 R&R. And the reason that I like this trade is because it's such a low, risk but high reward. If we break this high, okay, so what? We already made money. You can hold your longs from down here as a hedge even, and either way you won't lose. So this is how we're kind of thinking of it. We're always very contrarian. If you saw our Twitter post, let me pull it up real quick. If you saw our Twitter post about a week or two ago, you really got to understand what we were saying. So like you can see right here, it's really important to emphasize how much bear posting I am seeing on X about grayscale dumping and now Mt. Gox repayments. That was right here on the chart, literally at the exact bottom. I saw so much bearishness, and we hit a daily naked point of control, we hit a TR pocket, and we hit the 618 fib coming down. So this is why now on Twitter we're seeing a lot of bull posting, and that's why you want to be contrarian. There's a lot of longs opening up. There was a lot of trap longs on this candle specifically right here. So that's essentially our bearish thesis. Also, if you go on a 1 hour, we broke the order block right here, the last order block that led to this high, right? So this is a break of structure, and so that is another confirmation that we could come down now. On a smaller time frame, this is also a potential leading to the downside, or it could be a corrective wave 4 where one more high is coming. We just don't know yet. Also, another possibility is the wave 4 could do something like this, then do one more high like that, and then the real short is happening. But either way, what we recommend, not recommend because not financial advice, but what I'm doing personally is I entered now, just going to throw the stop at the high. I'm happy with the 5R. Let's see what happens. You can do a safe TP if we come down for a wave 4 and it looks corrective. Obviously there's a lot of fair value gaps right here that we have to mitigate and could potentially reverse from there. But I like this setup, and if we do get stopped out, that's totally fine because we'll be able to catch the next short. If this does break, I think the next short can be at these higher targets. Let me show you. So see this 1.618 at 49,744. That's the 1.618 from a much larger degree from this macro WXY, and that could potentially be a very bearish reaction point right there, because it'll sweep all this liquidity here and then come down. Now, two other areas of interest that we're looking at is this large liquidity pocket all the way from December 2021. So that's another area that could definitely be swept and then reject from. We have a daily fair value gap up here and a weekly fair value gap up here. We also have a weekly level right near this liquidity level right here. So anyways, that concludes my rambling for the day. I hope this made sense to you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments section below. Please subscribe, share the video with your friends. It really helps the channel. But at the end of the day, it's never really been about subscribers. Just trying to get the points across and make sure you guys aren't liquidity. Make sure you trade contrarian. This is why we named the channel Counter Trend Capital, because we don't do what the herd does. If you want to be in the 1%, you have to do what the 99% are not doing. So look for setups like this. Hop in the Discord if you want, and there's a free trial on there. You can come check us out. But anyways, guys, have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in the next video.